Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're here to do my top 10 Oculus Quest 3 and 3S accessories for you guys for 2025. So we're going to be talking about a variety of different things that I've been using for a while. All of these products that I'm talking about in today's video, I did purchase on my own, even though there's going to be affiliate links for most of this stuff down below because I'm now partnered with them. I still purchased all of these products on my own, so all these reviews that I've done over the past, couple of years with these products all came from myself. I didn't get these for free or anything. It just so happens that now I'm partnered with some of these products now because I like them, so why not partner with them? But just wanted to let you guys know that ahead of time that all of these products were purchased by me, so you're going to get honest feedback. You would have gotten honest feedback regardless, but just wanted to let you guys know up front. So let's go ahead and get into the video.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a brekkie is the gaming tech. Gaming tech is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
So the first one we're going to be talking about here is coming in at number 10, and that is headphones for the Oculus Quest. Now, the reason that this one is so low is because I actually think the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S, the built-in speakers on the side of these headsets, are fine the way that they are. I don't have any issues with them. I think they're loud enough. And, they get the job done. But if you're a person like me that sometimes wants their music a little louder, if you're playing certain games like Beat Saber, or you want movies to be a little bit louder when you're watching big screen and stuff like that, then you may want a pair of headphones. And the ones that I've been using are the Logitech over-the-ear headphones that you guys see here. These have done me well. They sound really good. Yes, it is annoying that you have to put them over the actual strap, but they do fit perfectly fine over the Oculus Quest 3 strap with no problems. Even though obviously I wish we had speakers of this quality that actually were just on the Oculus Quest system. I don't have to take these on and off over my head, but we don't. So these are my favorite ones that I've used, and I've had these actually since day one when I got my Quest 3 a couple of years ago, and this is still the one that I use when I want to get more of that audio, playing certain games. I don't use it all the time because, like I said, I think the Quest audio is pretty good, but sometimes I do grab it depending on what I'm actually going to do. If I'm going to watch a movie for the next 2 hours, then I'll probably grab these headphones. So these Logitech headphones come in at number 10. The next one here coming in at number 9 is these plastic accessories for the Quest 3 and the Quest 3S that you don't think are needed, which they technically aren't, but they're a lot of fun to actually use. Like, for example, this Dead Eye golf club that I have here. This one is awesome because it works natively in Walkabout Mini Golf and Golf Plus, my two favorite golfing applications on the Quest platform. There's presets on there that you can just select, and then it will let you use this very nicely. The Deadeye also has like built-in weights and stuff that you can adjust how heavy you want the actual club to feel. And a lot of people who use these things are always like, why would I want to use one of these? It's not like I'm going to see what I see in VR. And to them, I tell them, hey, don't forget that, it's not about seeing it in VR, it's how it feels in VR. When you're using a golf club and you don't have just a regular controller in your hand, but you have that golf club and you're swinging it, it feels like a real golf club, so the immersion goes up. It's the same thing that when I want to talk about the pistols that I have here that I use for pistol whip and gun games. The controller slides in there, and then it feels like you actually have a gun in your hand because of the form factor of it, which feels better than holding an actual just controller in your hand because, again, the immersion rises. Same thing with 11 Table Tennis. 11 Table Tennis, I don't have it here on hand, but 11 Table Tennis has, the racket that you can use for ping pong and stuff like that, or for racket club. And these things are awesome as well because you feel like you actually have a tennis racket in your hand, or you feel like you have a table tennis racket in your hand. It just feels more natural to play. It has the weight that you're used to when you're using these paddles and stuff like that in table tennis. So it just adds to that immersion. So even though this is obviously not high on the list and is not a necessity, it just makes the games play more fun and adds to that immersion. So if you're looking for something fun to add, this is definitely something I recommend. The next one here coming in at number 8 is going to be the Behatic Suit. Now, the Behatic Suit I have here is actually the older model. I've had this for a while. I've had this for a couple of years. I think I've had this since the Quest 2 days, actually, and I'm still using it, and it still works great. And for those of you guys who don't know what this thing does, especially with the new Taxu X16 that they have that's linked down below, it basically adds, again, to the immersion of playing games. The Behatic Suit works a lot with a lot of native games, not only on PC, but also on the Quest platform natively as well. So when you're playing a game like Crisis Brigade 2 or other games that are shooting related, you actually feel when you get shot in different areas, because there's a bunch of different points on the actual unit and chest that you feel. So when you're actually, taking shots and stuff, it feels like you're actually getting shot. It adds to that immersion even more. And not only do I have the vest, as you can see here, but I also have the ones that go on your hands. So again, when you actually are shooting a weapon and stuff like that, you can actually feel the haptic feedback of the gun actually firing back and hitting those bullets on your hands, which is a pretty interesting feeling to say the least. And if you have not tried a Behatic Suit and you haven't felt what immersion feels like when you're getting hit in the back or shot in the front, and how it feels like to, feel that in VR, it really does take it to the next level when you're playing the games that this thing supports. And I've been having a blast with it for a while. Like I said, I've had mine, for a few years now, and I use it on not just Quest, but I use it on PC VR as well. It connects via Bluetooth, and it's a ton of fun to use. And they have been supporting it like crazy and adding a bunch of different games to it. And yeah, I've had a blast with it. So the Behatic Suit coming in at number 8. The next one here coming in at number 7 is going to be the Oculus Quest case. Now, the case that I'm using here, as you guys can tell, is the official Oculus Quest case. I've had no issues with this one. It feels sturdy. You can knock on it and stuff like that, and it has a really sturdy feel to it. And it's held up. Obviously, I've had it since I got the Quest 3 originally. I use it to bring it back and forth. If you're a person like me who's going to be showing VR to friends and family, you're going to be carrying it back and forth, you definitely want a carrying case, because you can't have the lenses get exposed to sunlight because it will damage it within seconds. So you need to take care of your Quest and its lenses, and obviously a case is how you do that. Like I said, the official carrying case works perfect for me because I do use other official accessories that you guys will see later in this video that obviously makes sense to use this carrying case if you're using the official accessories in other ways on the Quest. So, like I said, it's held up. No issues with the zipper and all that stuff that they used to have on their other case back in the day. I was, had to be replaced and stuff. But this case has been great. I haven't had any issues with it, and it's held up all this time so far. So coming in at number 7 is the official Oculus Quest 3 and 3S case. The next one here coming in at number 6 is going to be my Zenni optical lenses on the Quest headset. Now, the first thing that I do every time I get a VR headset now is literally get lenses. And I'm not just telling you guys this because I'm partnered with Zenni, and I have been for a while, because I bought the original lenses on the Quest 3 from Zenni without being partnered with them, and because I can't live without lenses in a VR headset. If you wear glasses or you wear contacts and stuff, it is a game changer to be able to put on a headset and actually see VR without having anything on, because for the first time I felt like I can see, because I got no contacts on and I got no glasses on, which is a completely new experience to me, because obviously I always have to wear glasses and I always have to wear contacts. And as a matter of fact, I've liked Zenni so much that I've actually purchased glasses from them with my own money. And I'm actually wearing them right now. These are Zenni glasses right here. These are the ones I always wear. This is my second pair, actually. I had a pair last year that I got new ones now. And so it's not just the Quest headset that I support them with, it's also their glasses in general, because they do a great job. And, there's a reason why I think they're number 1 in the US, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to glasses and stuff. And yeah, I haven't had any issues with them. They ship the glasses out fast. I ordered these and I got them within a few days in the mail. And, the Quest headsets have been, the lenses have been fantastic. They easily go in with the inserts and stuff like that. Have never fallen out. Have worked extremely well. I use them all the time. Really easy to wipe away and clean. Haven't gotten scratched or anything. Really scratch resistant. And again, in my opinion, they're a game changer. If you guys wear contacts or lenses, this is my number 1 recommendation for you to get on a VR headset in general, whether it be for the Quest or anything else. So yeah, the Zenni the Zenni inserts for the Quest platform is definitely coming in at number 6. The next one here coming in at number 5 is going to be the active straps for the Quest controller. These active straps, in my opinion, that I've been using for a while, feel more comfortable to me than the original straps that come with your Quest controllers, the string-looking ones that you kind of put on, because you definitely want to be wearing something, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have realized this by now. When you throw your controllers for playing certain games like bowling or whatever you may be doing, you may accidentally forget that you're in VR and let go of the controller, and it will fly across the room and break a TV, and you don't want that to happen. It's happened to a lot of people out there. So obviously the ones that come in the box is something you should definitely be using, but if you want to upgrade that, these active straps I've had on my Quest headset since the Quest 3 first came out as well. When I first bought them, I didn't get them for free or anything, and I've been loving them. They snap on a lot easier. I always just put my hands right through, and it feels like, it feels like it won't fall off. I like the way that it feels in my hands. It feels more comfortable than the original one. So again, if you're looking for an upgrade to your actual straps, this is my recommendation coming in at number 5. The next one here coming in at number 4 is going to be the Oculus Quest Link cable. Now, the Link cable, for those of you guys who don't know, is what lets you use your Quest headset with PCVR. If you don't want to use wireless because your router is not really great, or it's not in the right room, or your wireless is having some issues and stuff like that when you're playing, PCVR games on your Quest, if you have a PC that is capable of running PCVR, then this Link cable essentially just lets you plug in the wire into your headset and then run the cable into your PC with a singular wire. And the reason that the Quest branded official one is the one I recommend is because there's very few cables out there that are fiber optic cables that actually let you charge and play at the same time at a good rate. So a lot of these Link cables that you get for like $16 on Amazon, because I've had them and I still have them over there, will get the job done, but the problem is that they're not going to charge while you play. So once your battery headset dies in 2.5 hours, that's it. You're not going to be able to play PCVR anymore. If you get like one of the officially branded ones from Meta themselves, since that has the fiber optic cable and it was built to work that way, you can actually charge and play at the same time, so your battery is not going to drain while you're playing PCVR thanks to the high bandwidth of the cable. So obviously it's up to you which way you want to go. Like I said, I have both. I have the official cable, which is the one I use the most because I don't want my battery to drain. And then you can also use those third-party ones that are like 16, 20 bucks on Amazon that will work, and they're going to slowly drain your battery as you guys are playing on PCVR. So again, that whichever way you go is fine as long as you know the benefits of each side. And like I said, I use the official one the most for that reason, and that comes in at number 4. The next one here coming in at number 3 is going to be the actual facial interface on the Quest headset. Now, this is the first thing I replaced when I got my Quest 3, to be honest, because I knew from owning other headsets in the past that I like the silicone feel, that like plushy feeling. I like that more than the cloth material that the headset comes with. So I knew I was going to replace that right away. And I did, and I ended up loving it as much as I've loved every single other one before then. The official facial interface here is fantastic. It feels really nice. It has that plushy feel. It obviously has held up even with sweating and playing VR this whole time. You guys can see mine is just as good as new as it was the first day, even though I've had it since the Quest 3 came out. So, and now for the Meta Quest 3S, on the reverse side of this, they have not only do they have that one, but they have a breathable one as well. If you guys are looking for, a breathable one that you can put on, basically what that does is that it has like little holes around the sides and stuff on the Quest headset. So when you put the facial interface on, it breathes a little bit more if you're a person who sweats a lot in VR. You can have that. The only negative with that, just so you guys know, is that if you're using that, it is going to let in a little bit more light. That's why it's breathable, because it has those little holes on the side and stuff like that. So you're going to see more light come in. But the opposite of that is that it's going to be more breathable, and when you're sweating in VR, things are going to feel a lot more better because you're getting that air inside the headset more than when you're just, completely in there like I am when I'm in there. But luckily, I'm not a person that sweats that much in VR, so that also kind of helps for me. So you have both options on there for the Meta Quest 3 and 3S. You got the silicone facial interface, which is the one I use, or the breathable one for the Meta Quest 3S, depending on which route you want to take. And that comes in at number 3. The next one here coming in at number 2 is going to be my charging dots that's sitting here right behind me. As you can see, this is how I use my Quest 3 all the time. This is the official docking station that I use here because of what my number 1 is going to be, and it works really, really well with it. I haven't had any issues with my charging dock. It has worked again since day 1, and I purchased it myself. You can see the controllers are on here. It has rechargeable batteries when you buy the charging dock, which is awesome. So you put the rechargeables in the actual Quest controllers here, and then you kind of just lay them here as you guys are seeing, and then it has the indicator lights here on the front, so when they're green, that means they're fully charged, and when they're red, obviously they're charging. The headset here is also placed on here, the Meta Quest 3, and it goes in there, and again, it does the light to let you know if it's fully charged or not. There's actually 2 lights on the headset, one on the actual charging dock and one on the side that tells you when it's red or green, depending on when it's charged. And like I said, I've been using that since day 1, haven't had any problems with it, and it's awesome to, every time I finish playing, I just put it right back on the charging dock, so I don't have to worry about the next time I come that, hey, is my thing charged or not? It's always ready to go. That's kind of the best thing about it. The reason that a charging dock is great is because it gives you a place to put your Quest headset when you're not using it. Because what happens is that if you don't have one and you just have the charger that the charger that the unit comes with when you get it, is that sometimes you forget to charge it because you're not putting it in a certain place. You just put the headset down and then you come back and you're like, oh crap, I forgot to charge it, now I can't use it. with a charging dock, you know it always goes there and you don't have anything to worry about. And it's always ready to go when you want to use it. So the official charging dock for me comes in at number 2. And the number 1 accessory that I definitely recommend, and I'm going to give you guys 2 options here, give you guys the one I use and then the ones that a lot of other people use, is the actual Elite battery strap that I have here with my headset that I'm showing you guys here. So this is the one that I use. This is the official Meta one, as you can see here. This is exactly why I use the charging dock that I talked about at number 2, and why I use the official carrying case that we talked about before, because I got all of these accessories as soon as the Meta Quest 3 came out, because I knew 2 and 2.5 hour battery life was not gonna cut it. It just wasn't gonna be good enough. So I knew I was going to want to, you know, get a better headset than, or get a better strap than what came in the box. Not only because the strap that comes with the actual Quest 3 headset, in my opinion, is terrible. I hate that strap. I don't like it. I use it for like 30 minutes and it already bothers my neck. That like cloth, like strap that they comes with. I don't know how many of you guys are still using it, but I can't use that thing. I hate it. So I wanted the Elite strap immediately. But I also, they sell 2, obviously. They sell the Elite strap regularly, which looks just like this, and it's just the Elite strap, or they sell the Elite strap with battery, which looks like this, but then it has the battery on the back. And not only do you get, you know, 2.5 hours, or 2 to 2.5 more hours of battery life with this plugged into it, since it's basically ish doubling your battery life than what it would usually be. But on top of that, it's an official accessory, so you actually see the battery life of the Elite battery inside the headset. So when you're looking at your battery life, it will show you how much battery your headset has and how much battery your Elite strap has, which is not something you're going to get with other headsets because it's not an official accessory. So that's obviously a nice bonus. But also, I like how this balances the headset on your head, because the battery sitting on the back means everything is kind of proportionally laid out. So again, I haven't had any issues with mine. It has worked since day one. I know it was a few issues back when it first came out. I was lucky enough that I didn't have anything back then, and I still don't. It's been working since day one. I haven't had to replace it or anything. Charge it all the time with the official charging dock. It's there all the time, has been charging since then, and works great. But as an alternative, that some people who don't want to use the official one, if they want to use another one, the one that I definitely recommend, that I have used and have owned before, is the Bobo VR. And that one works a little bit differently. I don't have one here on hand to show you, but the Bobo VR, the way that it works is it's a halo strap. So instead of it being a strap like this where you tighten here on the back like this Elite battery strap is, which I like, the halo one kind of goes on your head and you kind of tighten it from the top, and it kind of just fits your head like a halo. And the Bobo VR one is pretty nice because it doesn't necessarily need a charging dock, because the way that it works is that the headset doesn't go on the charging dock. It actually has batteries that kind of sit on the back of your head, and they're swappable. So you have a little charging dock maybe in the corner of your room with 2 batteries, and then every time your battery dies, you can just swap the battery on the back of your head. So essentially, you have infinite battery life, because the charging on the back of the battery there is always charging the headset. And when it dies, then the headset's going to remain on with just the battery of the headset. And when you see that, you could just take that battery out and swap it with a new one, which essentially means you have infinite battery life. But for me, I still like the design of the Elite battery strap. I think it's more comfortable on my head over the Halo design. That's obviously going to depend on your preference. I also like that the Elite battery strap, since it's the official accessory, works with the charging dock here that I have and the case, but more importantly, shows me the battery life inside the headset so I can see it. But again, I understand that people obviously like the Bobo VR one because it's hot swappable with the battery, and people like the Halo strap design. So again, it's going to depend on which one you're looking for. I'll have both links down below depending on whichever one you want. And, you know, that's up to you on which one you want to use. But guys, those are my top 10 accessories for all you guys who just joined us here, getting your Meta Quest 3 or the Meta Quest 3S. I hope you guys are having a ton of fun over the holiday season here. And as we start 2025, hope you guys join this channel. There's going to be a lot of great VR content coming on this channel over the next year as we continue to grow on here. And I appreciate every single one of you guys for joining me on this journey. Again, all the links to all of these products, or most of them at least, will be down below if you guys want to support the channel and support me. It's an easy way to do it by just using my affiliate link, and you guys get these accessories in the same fashion. So guys, if you guys have any questions of anything you guys have seen, as always, leave it down below. If not, thank you guys for watching. Till next time.